We're back with another Chelmsford For You podcast and excitedly talking about our amazing Concrete Canvas street art festival that took place just over a month ago now. We had some incredible international artists take part in the festival, and Will and I were super lucky to be able to catch up with some of them, the London Police, and I'm so excited for you to see. The Chelmsford For You podcast with Will and Sara. Get involved, like, comment and share.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to a very special episode of the Chelmsford For You podcast today with the London Police, Chaz and Bob, who have created this absolute masterpiece up here on the side of Ladbrokes. How long did it take you to come up with the idea?
Well, we were twins with Mencap.
Yep.
And so we had a Zoom meeting with 30 Mencap members about a month ago.
Right.
And all of the members had their chance to say what Chelmsford meant to them.
Yeah.
And so we tried to integrate some of those things into the mural.
And then it was all about thinking about putting the Chelmsford architecture in at a nice height so people from the ground can see it. There's no point doing anything too much high because no one can see it up there. So, exactly. A lot of necks going to get broken, aren't they?
And
also, no one wants that.
No. And also, put the detail too low, it could get scuffed, tagged, damaged. So we engineered the piece so that it was like minimal detail at the bottom, and as we work up, sort of like a hive of activity, and then. That's the beautiful thing about Chaz's characters, they can go anywhere they want, so that was just filling the
so
space.
talk to us about these characters. What exactly are they? Have they got a name?
Lads.
Okay, the lads.
And then the ones that are flying are called tri-lads because they've got three sort of arms.
I see.
One helps them fly.
Yeah.
The other, they can hold things. Because the actual lads, the main character here, he's got lots of different heads on top. That's like a totem pole, if you like.
Yeah.
And every head has a body and swinging legs on it, which is what you see in motion.
Yeah.
The only one who's actually standing on the ground is the main guy here. And I don't know if that represents like how people control each other, or I mean, the beauty of abstract painting is that everyone can read into it.
Yeah, you perceive your own way.
Yeah, absolutely. So he's got his feet firmly on the ground. That's why he's smiling. He's in control of everyone else.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why they're not smiling. You know,
Right.
It's a bit like me and Bob, isn't it? I'm controlling him.
Yeah.
I'm the more important.
And you're the one that smiles.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. Bob just gets on and does the work, doesn't he?
So anything that's not a smiley character is what I draw. So these little minion guys, they're quite handy because they can sort of, they've got two arms. They can be useful in the piece.
Yeah.
So that helps with sort of telling stories.
And Bob creates the world that all the characters live in as well, which is really fun. So the piece works on a large scale and a small scale. So if you're down the end of the high street, you start to see it imposing on the view already. And once you get closer, you can like enjoy the detail.
The detail is
parts of
absolutely
Chelmsford.
unbelievable. And also the Chelmsford landmarks are amazing. Shire Hall, the gasworks, Melbourne Flats. Yeah,
and that was nice because people would stop and for a chat with you, and then they'd say, "Oh, what about the Britvic Tower?" You go, "All right, I'll put that in," and then someone else would say something else. So it's quite nice. Okay, we've got a rough idea of what we're going to do before we start, but there's always room for that
adding different
spontaneity element.
Yeah,
and we're both from Chelmsford originally too, so it means a lot to us to paint in this high
You said
street.
earlier on you're a kegs boy.
Yeah, I went to Kegs and then Sandon. What were you? You were Anglo-European, right?
I was, yeah.
So how long have you spent on this so far?
So far, 10 days.
Yeah.
First of all, the wall's got to be sealed. It's got to be 3 times blue, so you got that really nice flat colour.
Yeah.
Then you draw it in like you would on a bit of paper. Yeah, and by the end we'll varnish it and seal it again, so it has longevity.
So when it comes to all these little straight lines for the brickwork and the buildings and especially down, are these freehand?
Yeah, that's all freehand. Yeah. Reference. I could draw the Shire Hall just by looking over the corner of the building. And what's important is it's public art. People can look at the architecture and feel that they identify with where they are.
Yeah,
So it's a very sort of approachable piece of art for people. It's not intimidating. It's kind of they can make up their own story.
Yeah.
What's going on? I mean, there is a little bit of a story going on, but I think it's not that, people can make that up as they see it.
Of course, yeah, like you said, they want its perception, and I love that the longer you stare at it, the more you recognise and the more you see your own areas and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
With regards to people wanting to do something like you guys do, not here, but in general, how would you suggest they get involved? What would you say your best starting points? Do you start at home on a piece of paper?
Yeah, I'd hone your skills, I think, and then get competent at drawing the way you feel comfortable, and then scale that up.
Most of my lifetime growing up, like the gasworks was a place where you could go. People like ERZ who are the best. Without ERZ, I wouldn't be doing what I do today.
Oh, really? That was a big inspiration.
Absolutely, and they were a little older, and they would go down the gasworks and make these phenomenal pieces, and they were allowed, and that was great. They could express themselves, and everyone would go down and visit. And there needs to be more places like that, public places where kids can go and paint, because it's a great thing for any young person to do with ambition and desire to paint is go practice and have a place to practice. Putting a little bit of money into this and bringing artists in from all over England, Great Britain, the world. You can make this an epicenter of great art. People will come on the train to walk around for the day and go and look on the map of all the different artworks they can go and see. I mean, imagine if this festival goes on another 10 years. You can have like 50 murals around Chelmsford. Yeah. Suddenly, Chelmsford might have that sort of feel of an artistic town.
Love for that to happen. We do definitely see this as like the inaugural street art festival for many, many years to come.
Yeah, we hope so.
Yeah.
If you start with a few murals, and then people can say, okay, it's not intimidating. It's not like, I think graffiti or street art could have in some people's ears, perhaps a bad name or a reputation of being sort of like, oh, we don't want that in our town. But I think if the artwork's of high quality and it's accessible.
Absolutely, and you've got everything from ERZ, who did like classic graffiti around the back of their hot box, to Filth Blake, who did this beautiful floral design on the multi-storey car park, but with spray cans. The Nomad Plan girls who did their thing over there. We've got us with our thing. And then you've got all the local artists and the younger artists who have been able to paint bollards and boxes and, be part of it. And they do that for a few years and maybe they'll get a wall another year. It's so important that you get the local young artists involved with the bigger name artists.
Definitely. So what's next on the cards?
Oh, we've got all sorts going on.
Any exclusives?
We're going to Nice. We're going to paint for the Prince of Monaco, I think it is, isn't it? Over in Monte Carlo.
Yeah. Need any assistance?
Absolutely. Let's get us all over there. Pack your bags. We've done this for so long that all the little things are nice. And on this particular occasion, they're going to fly us from Nice Airport to Monte Carlo in a helicopter.
They're the little things that come along every now and again that make it, they pop up, and you think, oh, that's amazing that I could experience that.
Yeah. We painted in Miami Dolphins Stadium.
No way.
That was a whole, there was 20 different artists painting all inside the stadium. And we got to hang in the director's box and we met Dan Marino, the
I'm a little bit jealous, to be honest with you.
But little things like that, they come along and it's really enjoyable. And that's where, after all the hard work and the effort of all the years making painting, we enjoy every part of it, really. Yeah. And it takes you to the funniest places like helicopters, Miami Dolphins director's boxes.
This has been absolutely wonderful, really. It's been so nice. To be here and you'll look down, you'll see people you went to school with, you'll see people just stopping for a chat. It's really nice. The atmosphere has been brilliant. Yeah,
I'd just like to add that it's important that the people realise that the piece is for them. We love doing it and we're proud to do it. We like what we do. But whenever you finish any piece, it belongs to the person who now looks at it. So this belongs to Chelmsford High Street, where we both grew up in.
Yeah, and a big shout out to Mencap for all their input.
Of course.
Yeah, that was great. Lovely to do that.
Yeah, and a big shout out to Candy and all you guys who've helped, because to make a festival like this work, it needs to be organised well, and it isn't easy. There's a lot to do, and these guys have done it brilliantly.
Yeah, what a nice example of everyone.
Fantastic
Well, it is though. Everyone mucking in and making it happen.
Guys,
it's an absolute team effort. So
brings the community together in more than ways than one.
Love it.
But guys, thank you so much. Anything more you want to add?
What we didn't tell you is that our alter egos are dog singers. We could probably do a quick dog song for you.
Yeah?
Okay, we'll do Young Dog for you. Young dog, young dog, young dog. I've never seen a dog so young dog, young dog, young dog. I've never seen a dog so young, young dog. I see you sitting there alone, young dog. I've never seen a dog so young, young dog. I see you sitting with a bone, young dog. I've never seen a dog so young dog, young dog, young dog. I've never seen a dog so young dog. Whoa, young dog, whoa, young dog. I've never seen a dog so young.
Oh my goodness!
There you go.
That is incredible.
Thank you.
What is this alter ego called?
The London Police Dog Singers. You can find it on SoundCloud.
And it's all about dogs?
Every song's about dogs.
Absolutely love that, because dogs are the best things ever.
Exactly. Once we can stop doing all this shenanigans, we can move into the world of singing about dogs. So
it's a huge market.
Obviously.
Because I don't think there's anyone else doing it.
There's no one doing it.
No. Why would they?
Even we're not doing it.
Yeah. Right, amazing.
Good stuff.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you, mate. Appreciate it.
Nice one.
Well done. You did good.
Thank you so much for tuning in to another Chelmsford For You podcast episode. We hope you loved hearing from London Police. We also love seeing all of your selfies and your photos of the murals in concrete canvas around the city centre. So carry on tagging us in them on socials, at Chelmsford For You. Make sure you tag it like these angel wings outside the back of the meadows as well. And you can also check the website for all future events that we have coming up, chelmsfordforyou.co.uk.
The Chelmsford For You podcast with Will and Sarah. Get involved, like, comment and share.